Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing, before I go on break, we're doing one last extra reading for Scorpio for the months. So no more extra for this month. And what I was gonna say, yeah, and something I wanted to say is that, something I wanted to mention is that I'm gonna be starting dating different zodiacs series. Scorpio is probably going to be first we're going to post. So if you are a Scorpio, or if you're someone who is dating a Scorpio and you're interested in something specific, like some of the questions I received before was like, why Scorpios always suspect you for something, or why Scorpios pull back when things are good sometimes. Like, these are some of the things actually, and those are legit questions. I can tell you as a Scorpio rising that I definitely acted like that in my relationships before, used to, not so much anymore. And I have the answers why Scorpios act this way. So if you're dating a Scorpio and if you want to understand them a little bit better and you have some specific question, drop them in the comments below and I'm going to try to answer them when I'm going to be creating this video, which is going to be probably in a few weeks. So I've been, it's been a lot going on. For those of you who've been following my channel, this is, I think, kind of crazy what's going on in the world right now as well. I live in LA. We had few cases here of this new virus and I'm kind of scared, leaving the apartment, and I know it's probably not so bad, but it's really scary, and I can only imagine what people in China feel like right now. So hope you guys are safe. I know that I have some people who watch me from China. Hope you guys are safe and everything is gonna be resolved soon. But anyway, let's get started right now. I have no idea what message you guys need to hear. Let's just see. Let me take astrological oracle first and see what are the messages you need to know about. What is it you need to know about today? It's just gonna be small extra. We have here 11th house. Has to do with your friendships, has to do with your community, has to do with your goals as well. We also have here Aquarius and Innovator. So 11th house and Aquarius are both similar energy. So there's something about your goals, something about where you're going, something about also rebelling. There is something about your friendships that demands your attention right now. What is it exactly? We have here semi-sextile, allowing. I'm almost feeling like you are at this moment right now planting seeds for the new things you want to grow in your life. You start encouraging maybe other people, maybe there's other people who start encouraging you. You start seeing potential perhaps in new things. You start allowing new things to come in. So this is very good. I think even if not yet, you will start making more friends very soon. Whatever, place you're in, and your friendships, I think, and joining even maybe certain community. I see some people going on festivals, some people also start building startup, some people are uniting also with other people who have common goals with them. Basically following that will help you, I think, bloom some seeds here. Let's see now with Tarot de la Nuit, what else you need to know. I have here King of Swords. I knew that there was going to be some king that was going to come up from this deck. I think it's a person who has a message for you. Six of Cups, yeah. Knight of Pentacles. And you know how I said this is probably going to be the last Scorpio, extra for this month? I feel like it might be, for some of you, have to do with your ex, Angel de la Nuit. For some of you only, it has to do with your ex. And I know that there's different Scorpios watching me, and different Scorpio have different situation, and sometimes the situation is very similar, but I always say not every Scorpio is going to not every Scorpio is going to have the most worst toxic ex, that they're better off, like just saying goodbye to. Not everybody's gonna have the most amazing ex either, so different situations. So if it's not your reading, it's just not your reading. But I just feel like this could be the time for you to somehow making peace with someone from the past, perhaps person you've been missing. It doesn't have to be actually your boyfriend. Could be a friend. Maybe there was a friend you had a falling out with, a friend you had misagreements with. I see that there is some kind of stage here with Angel de la Nuit that's gonna be resolved. So it's like, if you had disagreement, misunderstanding with a friend, or maybe even with some kind of past lover, I see like you're gonna not necessarily reconcile, but I feel like you're gonna find common ground. There's a person here also who is hurting a lot. Let me see who that is. Nine of Pentacles. I don't know what this card is doing here because it's from a different deck, but let me see. Three of Cups, King of Cups. So I think that for some of you guys, which is interesting because this card came out and it's from a different deck. I just sometimes when I do mixed readings, it goes, you know, cards mix. Didn't notice it, but I feel honestly for some of you guys, the person who is hurting is you. That is you here. You're hurting because a person you once loved changed. So they used to be perhaps very detached, maybe not into relationships, maybe not into dating, but at least the way you see the situation is that it changed, that this person now have become vulnerable and now have become maybe into committed relationships, into serious relationships, but it's not you they are with for some people. It's just what they say here. I feel like you are not showing though that you're hurting over that. And again, this is what you think. I feel like this is not necessarily what's actually going on, but I think this is how things could be looking from a surface here. Ten of Cups with the Three of Swords. Interesting, because what I feel like things are looking like on a surface, both from your side, whoever you were connecting with, it could be a friend, it doesn't have to be ex-boyfriend. I'm very careful whenever I do readings on exes because I know that unfortunately sometimes people who are in toxic dynamics are drawn to these readings, and I really hope that, you know, like that's not going to be the case here. So I really hope you understand that if it's a toxic relationship, it's a different situation. Here I'm looking at more of a friendship or maybe like a lover who you had a connection with and had a falling out with. Not every ex is toxic. Let's just also get that straight. Because sometimes I see comments, and whenever I show compassion to your ex, people in the comments write how their ex was so bad and this, and I'm like, then maybe it's just not your situation. So like here I don't see that this person was necessarily toxic. I just feel that they weren't necessarily also the most honest and the most transparent, but I don't see that they were necessarily toxic. And what I feel like both from your side and their side, the way it looks like on the surface is everyone has their SHIT together, everyone is happy, but I feel like there is this deep void, deep wound you both have, and you distract yourself with whatever you can because it's pretty major here. If you look, I hope you can see this card, it's pretty major. Someone here really got detached, disconnected. This Libra energy always comes up also in your readings whenever I do the X. I see some people have cut cords. And we have here the World, which is again a card from a different deck that ended up here. It was meant to be, I guess, but I feel Libra and Aquarius could be involved in this situation as well. Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, but I feel Aquarius energy more so. Something here, I just feel like it's more of a triumph and someone rising on top of the situation. It's heavy, this energy is very heavy. Because there is a sense here of a triumph, but it costs way too much to whoever is gonna have that triumph. But I feel like what you and what this person also are doing, you are detaching from everything. Ten of Wands, because it's too much to deal with. It's just simply too much. And someone here feels like they have completed the cycle, which could be true here. And with the Ace of Cups, the problem here, I guess that's why they're bringing this up. Someone here, when they close their heart to this person and to this difficult situation, sorry guys for the noise. Yeah, thank you. When they close their heart to that situation, to the person, they close their heart completely to everything else. And that's why they bring this up. This is not about necessarily anything to do with whoever you are dealing with. It has to do with whoever is watching this and resonating. Someone here closed their heart completely because they felt very hurt. Queen of Swords, exactly. That's what they show. You know, the Queen of Swords classically sometimes is an energy where someone is just all about, you know, their logic, and they don't let their feelings in at all. And what happened here, somebody, because they had to protect themselves, they closed themselves off to these energies. And what's interesting, because in the beginning this person was like that you were dealing with, and now you became like that. But they are in a different space now, though. They are now in a space where they King of Cups, they finally surrendered, I think, to their feelings. But what's going on with this person? Seven of Cups, but they still are kind of confused. They haven't moved much. With the Magician, they're trying to make something happen with their career, so they could stop being codependent on whoever or whatever they codependent are on. For Wands, this person really wants security and wants to move away also from where they are right now. What do you need to know? The Wheel of Fortune is like, there is a call of destiny here, and I feel like it's very heavy. Oh my god, I don't know why we went here today. It's like the destiny here is unfolding, but I feel like even though it's over, there is going to be some faded changes, and I'm not sure how it's gonna happen. There is some kind of very important, I think, soul contract here as well. And when I say that, I don't mean necessarily soulmates, twin flames, or whatever other spiritual terms are used out there. It's about a lesson someone here is learning, but also it is about someone stepping into their destiny. And let me see, I'm gonna figure this out in a moment. Yeah, Scythe. So this is about kind of like cutting off. And someone is also very distrustful, and I feel like you had no choice but to cut off someone from your life here. This person probably. Child. And letter. Someone feels also that the letter or the message you sent, it was so naive of you. Now you look back at whatever you told this person back then, and you're like, why was I so stupid? Why was I so naive? I wish I never said those things. So maybe some of you told this person you loved them or something, and now you're like, what a stupid I was. But it's interesting. Ooh, look at this one. We have here why, and truth be told. So there is a person here who also really wants to speak their truth and express themselves, and there's also another person here who is questioning and wondering why. Keeps coming up this card, by the way, for many people. Why? But you've changed, though. Whoever's watching me, you've changed. You've changed a lot. And life is speeding up for you. Things are gonna be changing very fast. Be playful. I feel like if you're feeling heavy energy, and if you're gonna feel an inclination, especially to write some kind of comments on my video, and I'm opening comments right now just because I want to get questions for what is it like to date a Scorpio, any questions for people who are dating Scorpios, what they need to know, anything about dating Scorpio life. Even if you're a Scorpio yourself and you want to see like why people react to you in dating certain way, also write it. But if you're going to be inclined to write some kind of crazy comment about your ex or dump out negativity, this is going to be blocked and deleted right away. By the way, I'm just warning you, because my channel is not a place to dump negativity. Like, we try to understand heavy sometimes energy so that we could release them, but this is not about dumping things. So don't do this on my channel. I don't need this. I'm going to block this, and, you know, not going to be good. But anyway, here, the energy, especially if you're feeling heavy, it's about being more playful as well. Like, things are speeding up, things are changing. And look at this. Truth transcends illusion, but not butterfly, dragonfly, spirit. Truth transcends illusion. Alright, now you don't see situation exactly for what it is yet. You think you do, you think you're like, oh, this person was just an asshole. Or whatever. But it's not that. There's bigger things here. I think, you know, and I talked about this in other videos, sometimes people cannot move on from someone or something because they try so hard to figure out why things had to be this way. We have here why. But what I've learned is that sometimes you don't need to know this right this second, because your life is gonna unfold and gonna be happening. And for some people, this is just another degree or in another form of attachment. You're like, oh, I don't love this person anymore, but I just need to know why. I just gotta figure this out, and the moment I've gotta figure this out, I'm gonna release this. It doesn't always work like that. Sometimes this is actually your mind is tricking you into keeping this person in another form in your life by trying to figuring out this. And sure, you can always try and see and understand the connection. That's what astrology is here for. This is how we can, if you know your birth chart and if you know another person's birth chart, you can see and look at the different aspects, different, if there's karmic ties, if there's different things. And I talked about this in my other video, astrology of soulmates, twin flames, whatever, where we look south node, north node, Saturn connections, 12th house connection, different other things that we look in the chart. And as if you're a good astrologer, you can see this very easily. But you know, should be a limit, because if you keep wondering, trying to figure out something, you can keep yourself stuck like that for a long time. And this is the danger here, because I feel like life is speeding up here. Life is telling you like, let's go. So, you know, that's just something I wanted to share here. Let's go here. All right. We have here share your voice. We have here deep replenishment, and we have here star mother. So first of all, this is about you. I feel like there is some kind of dynamic with a mother here that you're also healing, and this could be also somehow connected to this connection. Understanding that. And if, let's say, you don't have a healthy mother dynamic, this is also about how can you take care of yourself, how can you mother yourself. This is literally what this card says. What is your relationship with feminine archetype, with you know, with ultimately divine mother? What is your relationship here? There is also something about deep replenishment, taking a step back to really take care of yourself, retreating, resting, being held. And if you don't have a person who can take care of you in your life, maybe it's just allowing this energy. And you know, sometimes when you ask, especially when you're hurting, for this energy to come in and nurture you and love you, it's gonna come. I've had experiences where being very hurt or being very lonely, I would pray and I would ask something to come in and help me, and it would come. But also there is something besides all of that energy where obviously you're still healing, where this is also, they say it's time to come out of the cave, start speaking your truth, start expressing yourself, because again, life is speeding up. And I feel it's almost like you attaching yourself to some situation from the past is your way of rejecting the newer energies that are coming in. Because life is speeding up here, and it's time for you to express yourself. It's almost like they say there is no more time to be stuck there. It's time to self-express. We're gonna take this to the extent, take a look at this deeper. I didn't expect this to be heavy today. I'm kind of like, why? I was hoping something more fun was gonna come up, but you know, this is what you needed to hear. So we're gonna take this to the extended. Link to the extended is gonna be down below. Don't forget, guys, we have 10 to 15% off everything in our shop out pre-Valentine's Day until February 14. Merchandise, classes, readings, whatever is available. First come, first served, so it's not unlimited. Whoever comes first gets the first. I am very limited. For those who don't know, I never do more than 2 readings in a day, ever, because it's so much energy, so I'm not a machine. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to write in the comments down below any questions about dating a Scorpio. If you're a cross-watcher, especially, what do you want to know about dating Scorpios? And if you're a Scorpio yourself, and if you want to just ask, why do people react to you perhaps in a certain way? Why do people act in their relationship in a certain way? Write them down below. I'm going to try to answer this. Thank you guys so much, and we're going to talk soon. Bye-bye.